Hello, I'm doing tibia now. So, first we have to orient ourselves. Alright, so we're going to find this bump down here on the bottom part of the tibia, which is called the medial malleolus. We'll talk about that later. So that part has to face the midline of our body, okay? And this is the anterior side with this bump on the front. This bump. This is called the tibial tuberosity, but we'll get back to that. So with this bump in the front, this point down here has to be towards the midline of our body. So that means that this tibia is going to be a left tibia. Okay? So now we're going to go through all the parts of it.
Okay.
So this whole part up here is the head of the tibia. Okay? And then you have a section here and a section here. And so we said that this faces the midline of our body, so this is going to be the medial side right here. So this would be the medial condyle. Okay? And then the other side, you have the lateral condyle, this whole part right here. Okay? Then you have the intercondylar eminence, which is just basically this raised area. It's on the posterior side. You can see it best. Intercondylar eminence right here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the anterior intercondylar area. So on the anterior side, the area right here in between the condyles.
Okay.
And you have the posterior condylar area on the back in between the condyles. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you have the tibial tuberosity. This is bump right here on the front, on the anterior side. Okay, and then this whole long part is the shaft, or the body. This ridge on the front, on the top, is the anterior border. Alright, or the tibial crest. Now, just like we have interosseous borders on the fibula and the radius and ulna, the interosseous border, sorry, I just pointed over here, but it's actually right here. The interosseous border is right here. Okay, and that's going to face the interosseous border of the fibula, which is going to go right here. So actually we have two left bones.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Samantha. Alright. So the two interosseous membranes are going to be facing each other. So interosseous borders are going to be facing each other. Long day. So interosseous border here and interosseous border here. They're connected by the interosseous membrane.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Next one is the soleal line, which is for the soleus, which is on the posterior side, and it's this diagonal line right here coming down from the lateral condyle.
Okay.
This is the soleal line. Okay, and then you have to do your surfaces. So this is the medial condyle, so this is going to be the medial surface. Okay, facing your midline. Then facing the outside of your body, this is the lateral surface. Okay, and then on the back, posterior surface. So medial, lateral, posterior. Okay, now to put the fibula back on, goes like this. You have your proximal tibiofibular joint right here. Okay, and then your distal tibiofibular joint right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then once these two bones come together, the tibia and fibula, at the distal end you have the tibiofibular syndesmosis. So like symphysis, like where two things come together, syndesmosis is right there. Okay, and then right here you have the fibular notch on the tibia, which is the notch where the tibia or the fibula sits in. And then within that notch you have the articular surface for the distal end of the fibula right here. And then, like I said earlier, this is called the distal tibiofibular joint, where these two come together right here. Okay, so we said earlier this is the medial malleolus right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then on the posterior side, you have the malleolar groove for the tibialis posterior tendon, right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Final thing. I wish I had a foot, but I don't. So the ankle mortise is the final thing. That's the complex that makes up your ankle. So the ankle mortise is going to be made up of the tibia, fibula, and talus, your foot bone that's going to be sitting in right there. And it's actually a combination of three articular surfaces, which are the inferior articular surface, which is right here on the bottom of the tibia. Okay, then you have the articular facet of the medial malleolus right here. Okay, and then you have the articular facet of the lateral malleolus, which is in here.